Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be planning out the week of April 23rd through, through the 29th? Ooh. Yeah, I definitely need to get some plans together here. Okay, so before I get into it, I am a Passion Planner ambassador. There is an affiliate link for Passion Planner products in the description of this video and a discount code that gives you 10% off of any Passion Planner products, including stuff that's on sale. Thank you so much for using those links and those codes. I just really appreciate it. It always makes my day to see that. And also thanks for being here and for watching and for subscribing if you are a subscriber. So let's get into it. Okay, let's do the current week. I am filming this on Friday. I actually thought I would be filming this on Saturday because I thought our water heater was going to be getting replaced this morning, but they never did text me, so my husband is going to call them and figure that out because I got enough on my plate. But yeah, this is the current week, and I think it's just beautiful. Like, it turned out so nice. I love these plant stickers, and it was actually very appropriate because we did go to the nursery on Monday and secured some new plants for the house, some new like herbs to grow and a new lemon tree, which fingers crossed will actually produce lemons this time. So we're just really excited for all that now that it's warm enough to proceed with growing plants indoors. So that was fun, and this just like turned out really, really great. I love the yellow. It definitely like lit me up every time I saw it. As you can see, it's like not complete yet. I, haven't put my good things that happened yet. Definitely not put today's habits down. As you can see, like my goal for making a sustainable morning PT habit did not happen. This week was challenging in many ways. I was working on this admin project that thankfully I finished. And but it was just a hard week. Like, my daughter had her 6-month checkup, which she did really great at. She didn't even throw up on the doctor when they did the oral shot, the oral vaccine. But the next day she had her first ever fever, and so that was like a learning curve for both of us. And it was like challenging in some ways. In other ways, it was actually helpful, which I hate to say, but she slept longer periods when she was sleeping. So I was able to kind of plow through more work than I am typically able to do because she doesn't normally have like as long of naps, if she's not fighting a fever. She did really well with the Tylenol, though. I was afraid she would, again, like, my daughter has a pretty sensitive gag reflex, so I thought she was going to throw it up on me, but she didn't. It actually is going really well. So, and she's perfectly happy today, healthy and happy. So anyway, an interesting week to say the least, and productive. As you can see, I got my major grading done. This is actually done. This student never did email me the submission link to their letter. I have to do this today. I'm still working on my academic writing, and I did get these things posted on my channel. I also called the Alexandria office to set up her COVID shot. But they haven't come back to me yet, so I'm expecting a call today, hopefully. And I have one more, like 2 more announcements I need to set up in Blackboard. So those are my only other tasks for the week, which I'm like, yay. Also my academic writing streak was actually pretty good this week. I forgot to put my little pencil here. I did not do it yesterday, and that's because I was plowing through that admin task. So it is what it is. Okay, let's talk about this week here. And for those of you who might be new, this is my little sticky note to remind me of all the things to look at when I'm setting up a week. It's just a way for me to like check in with some of my goals and stuff like that, and just to make sure that I'm capturing everything that I want. So I am so excited to share with you my new sticker book. This is the Cottagecore Whimsical Creatures and Rustic Life sticker book that Passion Planner just launched recently with their academic launch. And this is the one that I picked to purchase. I love this, and I was like so drawn to it, mostly because, well, for a couple of reasons, but definitely for the first page, which is the page I'm going to be using in this week's spread. But before I show it to you, I just want to give you kind of a little glimpse into the kinds of stickers that you can find in the sticker book. So what I was initially attracted to were these stickers, because these actually are the same stickers in, some of the same stickers in Decorate Your Planner sticker book, and I loved these ones. I loved using them. I was actually almost like sad to use through them, because I was like, look how beautiful they are, and they're nice and functional too. Like, these are like great options for, you know, if you have something that takes up a long amount of time, or something like office hours, which I use them for. So I just love them, and I was glad to see them again here in this sticker book. And then they have these like really cute kind of like farm, kind of like nostalgic countryside type of thing, like here. Little mices with little like mushroom umbrellas. You know, this was kind of like an interesting colorway, I thought. And these ones, I was, you know, especially interested in this kind of like gardeny rainbow thing going on. I just noticed this little black cat watering a flower. That's so funny. These ones are kind of cute too, little rainbow. I could see this being like great for like a kid's birthday card or something. And then like, yeah, just some like really cute stuff towards the back here. I really liked this one. This reminds me of like my little fairy obsession when I was younger. I don't know about you, but if you were like a kid in the 90s, I feel like fairies were everywhere. Like they just, it was like strong. It was a strong fairy game. I don't know what the deal was with that. I think because there was this interesting like fetishization of Victorian era stuff in the 90s. If like that resonates with you, please leave a note in the comments, because I swear to God, there was like a crazy, like not crazy, but like an intense like Victorian thing going on. Maybe thanks to Practical Magic, because I had a lot going on in there. I really love this spread with the mushroom compilation, and then like the little cute like animals. So anyway, this is just a cute sticker book. Now for the big reveal. This is the page that I will be using today. Look how gorgeous these stickers are. I mean, I don't even know how I'm going to be able to choose which ones off of here that I put in the spread, but this is definitely like a little off-brand for me. If you've been watching this channel, I don't normally go dark, but I love these stickers so much. So I'm going to bring these in for sure. And then I brought out some kind of neutral washi. I'm thinking to match like the neutral tones in here, I'm going to use this one. And then I'm also going to experiment with this one in the like habit tracking space, just to like give it a little extra dimension. So I'm gonna try that. We'll see how that goes this week. I've been wanting to kind of experiment more with some washi, so, and I'm going to be using the brown mild liner to kind of go with, keep with the kind of neutral stuff. It's like the best option that I had of all the pens that I have currently. Oh, I forgot to get out all my my supplies. So I actually think I didn't print more habit trackers before this video, but I will, and I will put them on. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will be able to see what it looks like with the habit tracker. Okay, so let's do the washi first, and we'll come back to those gorgeous stickers in a minute. So yeah, this week was kind of crazy. But also, like, this is the time of semester when everything feels kind of oppressive and weird. For me personally, like, the big kind of student-centered work hump is like, I can't think of, like, the verb. When you get over the hump, it's got over, okay. Because now my students turn in final projects, and these final projects are multimodal projects, which means like I get videos and podcasts and things like this. And for me, like, that's what I love. Like, I don't mind obviously reading their literature reviews, because there's a lot of cool research that they do, but you know, with like 70 of them, it does get a little like, but the multimodal stuff is normally pretty fun. I will say this crop of students, this group, trying to get the washi to come off here. They are, I would say, more conservative in their choices than previous groups of students have been. And I don't know if that's like just a testament to the times, but they almost all chose like the most boring genres, and I was like, it actually like makes me want to just eliminate the boring. I would say boring. They are kind of boring though. I'll tell you which options I give them, and you tell me if you concur with my assessment. So, like the number one genre that so many students pick, and this is regardless of, happens every time, is the digital presentation. And that's because they're of course used to making presentations. Like they have had to do that many times before. They may not have had to use like screen recording software like I require, but they have definitely, experience making presentations, right, for school. And but obviously like that's one of the least interesting options from my point of view. However, I do frame it in such a way as to say like this will be very useful to you. Like chances are in this especially post-pandemic world, you will need to put together a digital presentation for a job talk or any number of professional endeavors, right? And so a lot of them choose that option because it is both the easiest one for them, and most familiar one for them, and because possibly because I frame it in that way of like this will help you in your future career. The other options are to make like an animated video, either using like a platform like Powtoon or Beyond, or or like I have one student who's going, I think, to do like a hand-drawn animated style video, and I'm really excited for that. They can also choose to do kind of like a YouTube channel style video, where they're kind of talking about their research and stuff like that. And then they can choose to do a podcast. And then the final option is a blog. And I will say blogging is probably the one I will absolutely drop. And it hurts me because I have a blog and I like blogging. But students today do not have the same context for what I'm asking for when it comes to a blog. They are more likely to get like a social media assignment, which I might reintroduce, but I need to redo it in a different way because I kind of got crap the first time I ever tried it. And I want to like, scaffold it in such a way that I'm going to get good things. I think that looks really nice. Let's come in with my other washi here. And so I need to reintroduce it as an option if I'm dropping the blog, but I need to do it in a different way than I did previously. So yeah, but because the blogs end up just like regurgitated versions of their literature reviews, and that's not what we're going for when we're doing multimodal. So anyway, I really wish more of them would choose like the podcast option, which I love, or even like the YouTube style videos, the animated videos. I think what it might help if I like found better examples. I'm like really hoping the student does the hand-drawn one that he said he would, because then it would be a great example to show them that they don't have to use like specialty software to make an animated video. So that would be cool. And the podcasts, interestingly, I had like polled some of my students, and maybe it's more of an age thing, but a lot of them don't listen to podcasts on a regular basis. Like they might be assigned podcasts in school, or like maybe come across one or get shared one or something. But I will say a lot of their media consumption right now is absolutely video based. It is YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels. So when you're thinking about like what media genres students are most familiar with as consumers, that is like definitely one of them. So one of my ideas for reintroducing the social media option is like to give them the option to do like a TikTok series, which would be cool, like a research-based one. And I follow some people on Instagram, doctoral students mainly, who do this kind of thing, and I think it would be really cool if they could imitate that, because like they are more likely to produce good quality stuff if they're used to like seeing it or hearing it or reading it or whatever on a regular basis. They're just more likely because that's how we all are. When we consume a lot of things, we're able to produce better versions of that, even if it's a relatively new action for us to produce it. So thank you for coming to my my pedagogy think sesh over here. So yeah, anyway, the whole reason I brought this up is because for me, this is that's, not a heavy lift, even though it's 70 compositions. I just prefer to, it's just really nice to be able to see their creativity and have other experiences than just reading text for a change. And maybe those of you who are teachers watching this are like, doesn't that take forever? And yes, it does take a lot longer to listen to a podcast than to read a paper, because speaking is literally the slowest form of communication. So that is true. But I can slap on my headphones and fold laundry or whatever while I'm doing it, or take a walk with my daughter. It's really nice in that regard. And of course, I am paying careful attention so that I can give them feedback and assessment that's accurate. But it is nice to, be able to have a little more flexibility. I am not drawing very careful time blocks here. But it is what it is. We're going with a rustic look this week to match my stickers. I'm just turning to my April monthly spread to jot down all the things I've got going on. In other news, there is an interesting potential development. I might be co-authoring a grant proposal with some really cool people. 2:30 to 3:30, yeah. And that's what this Q&A session is for. I'm going to go ahead and put a little... I'm not sure what our plans are for this day yet, but our friends are going to come visit us, and so I need to remember that that's happening. This is writing group. This is the grant Q&A. So assuming so it'll be kind of fun to I've never co-authored a grant application before, so that will be a new experience for me. And this is my final PT session, which I am happy about because I would like to get my evenings back. And this Sunday, my brother and sister-in-law are having their going away party, so that's what we're doing there. So far I'm liking it, but you can see it'll be it's pretty dull looking without the stickers, but then I'm going to come in with the stickers and see what we see. Also, I have some functional stickers I want to put in before I put in the decorative ones. I've got my next week stickers, which I could have used some of these meeting ones, and I did not use them. Got my workout meeting. I might use the neutral. We'll see. Neutral writing stickers. Where are my non-neutral writing stickers? Did I put them somewhere? Oh, here they are. Yeah, these are neutral, but just super neutral. So I might use these ones for this week's writing sprint stuff. And then I got only 2 more to-do stickers on there. I don't think I will be needing any of these things right now. Okay, let me put my video ones on for sure. Ooh, I could use, since I'm going with the neutrals, I could use these this week. I'll go light to dark. How about that? And exciting for this week, this video is going up on Sunday as usual, and then I will have, I'm pretty sure this is the week that I will have my like monthly reflection and May plan with me, because I need to figure out May, y'all. I have so much going on in May. It's crazy. Like basically all this work I'm doing gets replaced with a bunch of activity. And so I need to like plan my life. And so I am excited for that to happen. So I've got these to do. I think what I'll do is stick them here just to use them up. To do. And to do. Cute, right? Good way to use that sticker sheet up. And then I've got my next week, but obviously I would need to put a sticker here, which I will do, I think, to give me space to write about the following week. I'm going to get the sticker off, I swear. Come here, sticker. It's like pulling the back of the, there we go. And these are from the Aesthetic Studio, in case you are interested in that. And then habits will go here. Once I have my habit tracker, I'll slap it on here. If I get that together before I edit this video, I'll try to include a picture at the end so you can see what it looks like all together. Okay, now for the fun stuff. Fun stickers. And then we'll come back and do my tasks that I know I need to do. So I'm actually just going to pull this whole sheet out for the sake of making it easier on myself. Oh, look how beautiful those are. It's just so pretty. Okay, so I have to visualize where the habit tracker is so that I don't put stickers on top of it. Oh my gosh, these are so nice. Okay, focusing. The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. Add more awareness to conversations you have by making a point to fully listen without interrupting. Yeah, I try this. I definitely try this, especially with students, because, you know, I think sometimes the temptation is to put words in their mouth. And I like to, you know, like I like to prevent myself from doing that, obviously, so that I can really like help them with whatever it is they need. And it also is just, it's like nice to not always be like thinking about your reply when you're listening, you know, like, oh, how am I going to reply to that? In spite of the fact that I have this channel and I'm mostly just talking to myself, I don't actually like to just hear myself talk. Like it's not, you know, a priority for me to be dominating every single conversation that I have. I think it's because like I do like learning, like that's, you know, ultimately why I went into academia. And so for me, listening is a form of, I mean, definitely a form of learning. And you know, I can't learn unless I'm listening. And for me, I take, and then I guess the negative side of that is, or like the challenging side of that is that if I'm listening to something that isn't enriching me at all, I do tend to get a little frustrated. I don't know, like, I mean, it's not like every single conversation has to be new for me to enjoy it. But I find like repetitive conversations fatiguing, and there's certain subjects that I find, like, I don't know, just think if you're going to have a conversation with people, let it be a conversation that means something to the both of you. Look how cute these are. I love them so much. I'm like trying to like not overdo it, but at the same time, I literally want to use every single sticker on here. Maybe one of these keys would be cool. like a little tiny key. This definitely reminds me of the 90s. I mean, as I said, like, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comments, but I feel like I had all these, like, fake skeleton keys, like, they were just everywhere in the 90s for whatever reason. My husband likes skeleton keys, and I think he's definitely remembering the 90s a little bit. Yes, yeah, let's put that. I kind of like it when it frames the thing I'm doing. Maybe something thin here. Ooh, these cute little, like, delicate mushrooms. Right before the pandemic, the October before the pandemic arrived, my family took a trip to Italy in the Tuscany region, and we stayed at this really cool house, and they were like, it's mushroom season, so be careful when you're walking over by this area, like, don't step on the mushrooms because we like to harvest them. And I'm like, that is so cool. And we did go and take a look at the mushrooms, but we did not step on them. I just want to put all the strawberries because I love strawberries, but I also feel like we're approaching sticker saturation here. I don't want to, maybe something up in this area. Let's turn this guy upside down here. Ooh, what is happening? Here or here? I think here. And I'm going to put my habit tracker here, and then the next week, that reminds me, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find a little, like, maybe something here. It needs to be quite small because I didn't leave a ton of space for it. I just want to see what my options are before I pick, like, maybe one of these. Look how cute that is. So cute. So, oh gosh, my Minnesota, my Midwestern is coming out. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Okay, stop. It is probably slightly overdone, but I couldn't help it. These stickers are so cute. And I really like it paired with the brown marker. I might come in and put some boxes around here to make it look a little cleaner. And then I'm going to put my habit tracker for sure. But before I end this video, I'm going to jot some things down that I know I need to do. And I need to consult my, like, little sticky note here. So, yeah, two things. I need to add the grant that we're possibly co-authoring to my Gantt chart, and there's a CFP. And before you're like, Tanya, stop. This would, like, basically I'd submit the CFP for this special collection around the time I turn in the article I already committed to this summer. So it's more about creating a pipeline than, like, piling on. But it would be nice to find a little time to write the CFP and then get that submitted. And that way next year I will have, like, another thing coming down the pipe, basically, that I am really excited about. Actually, it's about multimodal assignments, and I was just talking to you guys all about multimodal assignments. So it's clearly something that's on my mind. Okay, so next week is optional one-on-ones, and yes, and then I need to give them credit for the draft that they submitted. So so this is optional one-on-ones. Ooh, you know what okay, so I don't have my schedule in front of me to see what times I offered, but I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a little sneak peek of how this is going to go down. So, you know, in the past, when I've had one-on-one meetings, I put stickers to denote when I was offering them to students in case they signed up. You know, I'm just aware that, like, this is a window of time that the student could sign up. This time, I'm actually going to use this time bar, and I'm going to mark out with this marker when I have offered office hours, so I know and it doesn't like interfere with whatever else is going on in that day. So again, I'm going to try to put a picture at the end of this video to show you what it looks like. But I've seen people do that, like time blocking using the time column. And I think that would be just a great way to denote like when I'm offering these office hours to students. So I saw that and I was like, oh, that would be perfect for that. I need to remember to do that next time I have expanded office hours. So I'm excited to add that on here. I also need announcements. And we'll see about the portfolio. Hopefully I can get it together today. That'd be awesome. But it might be one of those things that I need to like follow up on this week. And then I still have my academic writing streak going. So I want to make sure I make time for that. Hopefully I won't have any more stupid admin tasks to do. Yeah, hoping not. I'm trying to think. It's just the portfolio. I'm going to put that in case I just don't want to lose track of it, knowing my brain. Okay, so for personal, we'll have a grocery order for sure. I need to make plans with my friends. We might like take them out instead of having like cramming us all in our tiny condo. What else? I might have a thing to do with Freya. Let me take a look at I just did a digital declutter, which was really nice. I also mopped. I don't have my pen out to mark that, but I will. I need to order her pictures. You know what? That might not be a bad thing to like put on here for this week. Order pictures. I am doing the PT. I'm done with the PT. This weekend is busy. Our weekends have been just so busy. It's like we can't get anything done for the house. I mean, we did get all of our plants, so that makes me happy. Oh my God, I need to prepare my summer classes too. You know what? I might at least do a little bit of that this week again if it doesn't get sucked up with weird like admin stuff. So you just make a summer syllabi and see like maybe a checklist for things I need to prep for that. Okay, so looking at 2023, I think, as I said last week, there's nothing on here that I can do right now. I still want to make a will, but we just need like a day. Maybe this Sunday. I feel like we're doing something that Sunday. We'll see. All this other stuff. You know what? I might pitch to my writing group this retreat and at least like maybe since the summer is coming up, maybe it's like a good time for us to like contemplate doing something like that. That would be kind of fun. This week's focus. What is the focus this week? You know what? It needs to be, I know what it needs to be. That's academic writing. That absolutely needs to be the focus because I need to get it together. Okay, I think that's it for personal and professional stuff. Plenty of stuff. I'm only one person. Trying to remember that. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was like so much fun to decorate this thread. I love these stickers so much. I love this, and I think it's going to look so good as the backdrop to my habit tracker. And again, I'm going to try to put a picture at the end of this video to show you ultimately what it will look like once I have all the stuff on there. But if not, if I don't get it together in time, just check out my Instagram. I will try to remember to put a link in the description of this video, but you can always also find it on the About This Channel page too. Thanks again for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I have some end of month planning coming up and beginning of month planning coming up, and I have a really exciting May spread I can't wait to share with you. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.